Southwick. The Veterans Memorial Foyer at Southwick Regional School was dedicated Monday with a ceremony that sparked tears and feelings of patriotism from members of the audience. The foyer honors 4 fallen alumni of the school: William R. Lamb Jr., Travis J. Fuller, Richard W. Power and Stephen B. Wentworth. Lamb and Power were killed in Vietnam, Wentworth died in Lebanon, and Fuller was killed in Iraq. All of you have connections to the people we are honoring today, Superintendent Jennifer Willard said. These were real students. They walk down the school halls you do. They had some of the same hopes and dreams as you. The ceremony also honored the fallen's families. Gold Star mothers Maria Lamb, Elaine Achenbach and Shirley Odell, and Gold Star parents Joanne and David Fuller participated in the event, where wreaths were laid at the plaques and later presented to the families. Willard said she hopes when students enter the school each day, they think about the veterans who made the ultimate sacrifice. Jennifer Francis, Fuller's sister, said when he was deployed to Iraq, she didn't think about that sacrifice. It never occurred to me that he might not come back, she said. He was so young and full of life. The idea that he would lose that life seemed impossible, but Fuller knew what might happen and he left behind a letter to his family, just in case. Francis said his last request, written in that letter, was an honorable one. "Honor my life by living yours," Fuller wrote. "Support others who wear a uniform and protect life." Citations were offered from State Rep. Nicholas Goldinga, R. Southwick, who also offered one on behalf of State Senator Donald F. Humison, R. Westfield, Governor Charlie Baker and the U.S. Marine Corps General Commander. State Rep. John Velas, D. Westfield, a U.S. Army Reserve captain, spoke during the ceremony and noted that veterans are people who write a blank check, with the maximum amount being their lives. "These men cashed in their checks," he said. "They made the ultimate sacrifice in defense of their nation." Velas said the little things that everyone takes for granted, such as a cup of coffee or a trip to the store, are able to be taken for granted because of those who serve. Gary Johnson, a Vietnam veteran, read a poem he wrote titled, "My Friend," about friends lost in war. For Feeding Hills resident Betty Hebert Cassidy, it was a bittersweet celebration of her first love. "I was Steve's high school sweetheart," Cassidy said of Wentworth. "This warms my heart and fills me with joy," Cassidy said after Wentworth's death. She received letters he had sent her just before he was killed. They were making plans to see each other. "He was actually packed and ready to come home for the holidays when it happened," she said. Cassidy said Wentworth was special. "His nickname was the Tasmanian Devil. He did everything with passion and had a smile that would light up a room," she said. Cassidy said his death was hard on his family and friends, but she is happy her daughter, a Southwick Regional School sophomore, will see his face every day as she enters school. Lamb was a Southwick resident born September 16, 1948. A private first class in the U.S. Army, he was killed in action March 10, 1970, in Thu Thien, Vietnam. Fuller, a Granville resident, was born August 12, 1978. A U.S. Marine Corps First Lieutenant, he was killed January 16, 2005, in Ar-Rutba, Iraq. Power was born January 22, 1947. The Southwick resident was a U.S. Army PFC and died August 8, 1966, in Vietnam. Wentworth, a Southwick resident, was born April 28, 1962. The U.S. Marine corporal was killed in action October 23, 1983, in the suicide truck bombing of the Marine barracks in Beirut, Lebanon. Plaques for Lamb, Fuller and Wentworth were unveiled at the dedication. Power, who graduated in 1966 and was killed in action just months later, was recently added to the honorees. Willard told the audience that a plaque in Power's honor will be added to the foyer and dedicated this fall. The Veterans Memorial Foyer was spearheaded by Southwick VFW Post 872 under the direction of VFW member Troy Hank in conjunction with the Southwick Tolland Granville Regional School District in the town and with assistance from the Southwick Civic Fund.